Drake fans believe his recent chart placements are a Spotify conspiracy. Drake and PartyNextDoor recently put out a new collaborative R&B tape called Some Sexy Songs for You, and the reactions have been pretty mixed. Overall, the Canadian megastar's biggest fans believe it is his best album in years. Meanwhile, others feel like this is Drizzy at his most comatose. It should not come as a surprise to anyone that this album is polarizing. After all, the artist is fresh off of his beef with Kendrick Lamar, and the Drake fatigue is real. Those who have stuck by the artist have been doing their best to increase the streams of Some Sexy Songs for You in an attempt to get it to number 1 on the Billboard charts. The first week sales projections have not yet been released, and many are anxious to see what the numbers are. However, if one thing is for certain, it is that the paranoia caused by the beef will render any projection as useless. Why? Because Drake fans already have it in their head that UMG and Spotify are conspiring against him. In a social media post on Twitter, one faceless hip-hop account posted that the chasm between Drake's Apple Music standing and Spotify standing is indicative of a conspiracy. Some Sexy Songs for You is doing extremely well on the Apple Music charts. However, on Spotify, it isn't nearly as dominant. In the eyes of some fans, this is blatant suppression. Of course, this cannot be confirmed. It is simply a conspiracy. Although before jumping down the rabbit hole, there are a few explanations here. Firstly, it is likely that some Drake fans have jumped off of the Spotify bandwagon in recent months and are mostly on Apple Music now. This would contribute to an increase on Apple and a decline on Spotify. Or, due to the lawsuit, UMG is simply not putting in the effort to playlist Drizzy like they did before. Ultimately, this is less of a conspiracy and more just common sense. To say the album is being suppressed, however, simply isn't true. The album is easy to find and is recommended to anyone who listens to rap. Not to mention, Drake and PartyNextDoor are currently the face of multiple Spotify playlists. Only time will tell what this album does in its first week and whether or not the fans will be accepting of the numbers, whether good or bad. Stay tuned to Hot New Hip Hop for all the latest news and updates from around the music world.